this is Kevin Harlan. On my side, Steve Kerr and Clark Hill. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. But the bad news is there is no basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby. This is the NBA. And we've got a great one in store. Kings would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. And you look at their record, 5 games back from the #1 seed.
You know, for the Kings, they put together what I would call a dream season. I mean, they've elevated their play and have really become a team that makes it tough for everybody. They're a squad to be reckoned with.
Well, Clark, the playoffs are going to be the real test for them. You know, sometimes for a team on the rise, they get to a point where everything crashes down on them when the pressure rises. We'll see how they respond.
Let's take a look at our starters in Sacramento. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Is it out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Gay in at the 3 seat. Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against Toronto. Can't get it to go.
Carl Landry parlayed a strong season with the Warriors in 2013 into a 4-year deal with the Sacramento Kings. He missed the first half of the season with a hip injury, but when healthy, he's instant offense.
And he gets it to go. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Beverly kicks to Jones. And stolen by Fry. Gay with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Now, here's Fry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Credit for his passing in that game, too. Defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. He'll take that.
And the second free throw, good. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now here's Beverly, guarded by Fry. Howard, the pass to Harden. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Shot clock at 6. Anklemore inside the line. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
It's rebounded by McLemore. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Fry kicks to Gay. Here's Cousins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Cousins has got his first basket.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Here's Ariza. And it's off from 3-point range. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. McLemore with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Fry dishes to Cousins. Stolen by Harden. He feeds it to Beverly. In low to Howard. And the rejection by Cousins. Pass to McLemore. Banked in off the glass. McLemore's got his first basket of the night.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin McHale had a few moments for me. He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim, but he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
Thanks, Doris. Lee McCallum's checked in for Houston. Thompson, he's checked in for Sacramento. Sessions comes in for McLemore. Now, here's Fry, guarded by Harden. Shot from 12, and that one's good. Cousins has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Now, here is Harden after the miss from Fromm. Howard, the pass to McCallum. It's Harden with the drive and stolen by Fromm. Jones against Gay. No good from Fromm.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can. Not one you'd expect them to miss there.
Takes it out to Ariza. Here's McCallum, guarded by Fromm. 6 to shoot. Here's Ariza. Good on the shot.
Good possession there, resulting in an easy one down low.
They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
And Sessions kicks to Cousins. Again, the miss by the King. He gets drilled by 3. And it's Houston on the break. And Ariza with the step.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Fry. Takes it off the glass. Here is Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. With 4 seconds on the clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Good ball movement.
2 shots. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
On the court for Sacramento. Fry is in at the point. Gay and Landry are the forward there. Then McLemore is out there at Thompson. And the basket by Johnson. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Harden, a relatively quiet team. Some said maybe, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into it.
Here's Beverly. After Carl Landry's bucket out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard. What a terrific defensive performance. These teams have had since All-Star. The Rockets #1.
The size and the strength down low has been impressive when you take a look at those shot blocking numbers, guys.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for McCallum. Turnaround Jay. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Gets drilled by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Gay dishes to Landry and taken away by Johnson. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. It's Jones on the wing. He dishes it to Beverly. Johnson, the pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And Beverly kicks to Johnson. Another miss by Houston. Kings leading now by 4.
The Rockets, of course, at the forefront or vanguard as far as advanced analytics. Some in the NBA have stopped. They're doing something right.
And Doris Berg has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He had 21 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that clutch was...
And it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
Well, let's just say he was really
Rockets making a switch here. Cannon checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Jason Terry is checked in for McLemore. Jones, no luck. And as you guys know, the Rockets at the forefront technology-wise, too. You see coaches with electronic tablets.
Well, they installed flat-screen monitors in the locker room, highlighting stats and videos from players. So, they're trying to close the loop and create that line of communication between the numbers crunchers and the players themselves.
Sacramento making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Here's Cannon, guarded by Fry. And Thompson sends it back. And he gets it back. And they'll keep possession. Terry dishes to Thompson. Fry with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Fry passes Brigay. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Here's Fry. Here's Cousins. Dashes in for a double-digit lead. Cousins has got 6.
They've been getting it inside in every opportunity and getting results, too.
It's a great formula. It's really a sign that the offense is clicking. And they needed that hoop to try to stop this run.
They just seem to keep coming up empty. You've got to slow it down and get a good shot.
And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the stripe for 2. The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line of the game. First one falls for them. The Rockets making a switch here. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's Ariza in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's 9 points for Trevor Ariza. 3 from Gay. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so we conclude the
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good
start up and begin any moment.
It's been a nice game for Ariza. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Rudy Gay is listed at 6'8", but he has a 7'3" wingspan and tremendous athleticism. Really helps him defensively, both on the perimeter and inside, where he contributes on the glass and blocking shots.
Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Beverly and Harden man the back. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. As you talk about Rudy Gay's size and athleticism, Steve, he can play small ball 4 in a pinch.
Yeah, and it also enables him to get that jump shot off of pretty much anybody. So if he's spaced and he's playing in 4, he can get that jumper off. Now he's got the ability to drive past it because the floor is opened up. So very interesting that he's placed at that 4 position.
Good. Beverly's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And he gets it to go. Fry's got his second bucket tonight. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Screen by Howard. Harden kicks to Howard. Ariza dishes to Jones. Fades. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really don't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
And with this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards of the league? Look at Fry, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
Well, he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field for him.
And those shots aren't all coming from 10 feet and in. I mean, he's taking legitimate shots. And it might seem like it because of his percentage that he's in close, but he's putting up those numbers from outside.
Here is Harden, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Harden, and it's Houston with another.
Their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Wood. Doris, what do you have?
Dwight Howard, of course, signing with Houston last season. He helped the Rockets give him the best chance to win, saying, "This is a great spot for me, a great town, a great organization. All these young guys are ready. They were missing one piece. All I've got to do is win now. I'm in the right situation." Kevin certainly no misgivings on leaving LA.
The Rockets with an exciting team, Doris. Thanks.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And three passes to Gay. Macklemore inside the line. Sacramento again missing. Rockets trailed by 11. Passes it to Howard. To the paint. Here's Ariza. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And that's now 11 points for Trevor Ariza. Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Tell you what, the way they shot the ball in that game, Kevin, it looked like a shoot-around out there.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that high in an opponent's building.
And with it, he's picked up by Landry. That shot wide open. 8-point for James Harden.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And Fry kicks to Gay. On deep, Macklemore. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Now here's Beverly. Guarded by Macklemore. Not loose. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
All right.
Daniels is checked in for Jones, and it's Isaiah Cannon in for Johnson. And then for Sacramento, Gay comes in for Jason Thompson. And it's Terry in for Stauskas. Collison kicks to Cousins. For the lead, it's rebounded by Houston. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
The guys had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success in the line.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup. On the court for Sacramento, Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Terry is out there with the Wizard, and it's Gay in at the small forward position.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it and go for that second chance opportunity.
Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. And a change for the Kings. Ben Macklemore, he's checked in for Jason Terry. And Macklemore kicks the Fry. 6 to shoot. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Rockets.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking, coming away with steals.
You know, adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game. It's been a solid outing for the Wizard. 9 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
All alone, throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
Well, neither team can afford mistakes. You have to manage the clock, play smart here in the remaining moments.
Here's Howard, and they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys, and as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
Shots good by Gates. Clark and Steve, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And I think that total could rise, Clark, because 2 evenly matched teams playing a tough game.
And that one's good. And the Rockets lead by 1. The Kings should do reasonably well, 45%. Fry dishes to Cousins. Feeds to Fry. Over to the wing. Here's the hook. Again, Sacramento.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done, and they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possession. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Screen by Howard. Beverly the pass to Harden. And he gets it to go. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's been a different guy in the second. Far better than it was before the break.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Daniels. Now, here's Fry. Defended by Beverly. McLemore with the ball. Still in. Stolen by Beverly. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Howard. The shot no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Landry. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win and you hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This will be a tough one.
And Fry picks to McLemore. Fry, good. Now it's a 3-point Kings lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Boy, they're hounding, harassing them for this defensive end. Very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Something else they've excelled at is their interior defense. A lot of blocked shots for them tonight.
Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Houston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. These dishes to Beverly. Ariza outside. Harden the pass to Ariza. 6 to shoot. Screen by Howard. And with that shot, the Kingsley's cut down to 1. The bucket from Beverly.
The pick worked really well. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
And Fry kicks to Landry. Hey, against Ariza. Good ball movement here by the Kings. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Beverly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. The Kings have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Screen by Cousins. And Fry kicks to Landry. There's the dish to McLemore. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, you hate to see guys suffer through a game like this, but the team is great.
Royce Perkins.
Well, guys, Dale had some advice for the team in that last break. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
He kicks to Gay. Trying to find McLemore. Gets it to him. Fry dishes to Gay. Fry with the ball. Jones covering. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
It's Harden with the drive. Ariza passes to Harden. Here's Beverly. Off target from downtown. The Kings have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Andrew with the screen. Gay outside. Back at 6. And here's Fry for 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, that just adds to what's probably already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
it up. Money! And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management is crucial.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And here's Beverly. There's the triple. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, the Wizard.